Welcome all to session number 3, Fortnite Competitive Development Camp. With me, Cody LaFavor, also known as CoachDody. Really excited for today. We see I got a bunch of people in the chat already ready to go. I'm just going to go right to our plan for today. That is this. All right, part 1, we're going to be talking about a few different things related to teamwork, synergy, working on a team, and finding a good team. Number 2, we're going to do our play along once again. And we're going to show a bunch of different things. As always, take questions as they come. But the main focus is going to be side jumping to start, keeping up with the meta, so keeping up with what is the most used, the most effective things in any game at a time, and keeping up with the current Fortnite meta. I got a couple fancy moves I'm working on, tunnel strategies as always, and callouts for duos, not tunneling. And then today we're going to have some customs. So we're going to do some like small map customs where people only land at certain spots. And we're going to go 2 games on East, 2 games on West, and we're going to try and make them really quick games. And then if we have time at the end, we're going to do some duo zone wars. We have 2 West lobbies, or 2 East lobbies and 2 West. West will be with me, and I will probably hop in between the 2 lobbies, but I want to make sure we all get into games today and we're able to do some custom games. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. All right, today, part 1, synergy. So I really love this word. Another word for it, or synergy. And the official definition that I found, the interaction or cooperation of 2 or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. So the classic line is, 2 brains are better than 1. Lots of new people, so please be patient. Yes, we will be doing customs in about 20 minutes, 25. So I really love this word, synergy, or we synergize together. Other similar words, teamwork, collaboration. In my elementary education for grading, one of your grades has to do with collaboration and your social skills. And I think that's a really good thing to be graded on. How well do you work with others? How is your effort to work well with others? And in Fortnite, that's super important. I think about team chemistry with pro players in both esports and non-esports. Every year in the NBA, there is a team that's, they're going to be so good this year. They got these 3 stars. They're going to be amazing. But then those star players don't work well together. And there's many, many reasons as to why someone wouldn't work well together with somebody else. But it happens every year in every sport. You can have a team full of all-stars. But if you guys are clashing, you're not working well together, it's not going to work. And it's that same thing in Fortnite. One of my best Fortnite friends, his name is King Stakes. He's another streamer and Fortnite player. He also coaches. And me and him, we're good friends. We love playing together, but we don't have the best team chemistry in the world. For whatever reason, our styles of play just don't mesh together perfectly, and that's fine. Is there things we could work on to make it better? Sure. But there's always stuff to consider with these things, synergy, how well you work together. So my challenge to all of you is to find out in your team what you can do better with your classic squad of friends you play with. What part of your game is not leading you guys to be greater than the sum of your separate effects? What part of your interactions, your cooperations is not the best? So how are we all going to play together? We're going to do some customs, and then we're going to end on a couple different zone war lobbies. So I said a lot very quickly there, but this is so important. Whether it's classwork in school, whether it is playing a organized team sport together, whether there's playing esports, there's so much that goes into how well you work together. One thing I am working on personally to help others with this is a list of callouts. So I'm sure you guys all could name different callouts you've heard in Fortnite, or the classic callouts. One is chop. Chop means to chop the other team down. David, I will explain step by step later how to get into the lobby, okay? So one call out is chop. So that's trying to take the other team's building down by axing it. How do you make better chemistry with your teammates? Well, one is having the same callouts. That can help. I had called out a friend for not having his ping button in a good spot on his keyboard to ping stuff. So he'd be in a fight, he'd be saying, "Oh, he's over here, he's over here." As most of you probably know, saying here, right, or left is not a good call out. It simply is not. You could say, he's to the right, behind the big tree. He is behind the barn. Behind the red barn would be even better. So there's so many little details to that a lot of people don't consider. The big ones in Fortnite, he's cracked. That means you cracked his shield, so you did at least enough damage for him to be under 100. I dinked him might mean I hit him once for 30 or 40. He's call out landmarks. Yes, nerdy boy, that is a great specific thing to use. I love when you're able to use that, and it's so effective. When I'm playing squad, a lot of the time I imagine our squad is all looking at another squad. I'll say I double dink guy far right. Guy far left is pushing. The guy closest to us, I just knocked the guy closest to us. So being very specific rather than I knocked one. Yes, that helps, but you could do better, and it's a skill we're always working on. One shot white, yes. I saw some meme about what is one shot in Fortnite. I don't know, you can make the debate on that. I like to think anyone under 50, I'll usually, or I think that might be under 50, I'll call it out. But at the same time, you have to consider with mini shields in this game, people can get out of that pretty quickly, or with slurp fish or floppers. But I really challenge you guys all to look at this and think about how you can improve. One shot 30 to 90%. Yeah, it's tough. So as we play today, later on, we're going to have some duo zone wars, hopefully. And you will not be able to communicate with your teammate, at least to the best of your ability, because we'll have one bigger lobby, or a couple different lobbies. So synergizing with your teammate without communication, that's a skill. Sometimes you're not able to talk to someone for one reason or another, and it can be a good way to push your focus to getting better as a team. All right, and unless we have any more questions, comments about that, we're going to move right on to our play along. So I'm just going to kind of cover it to start, and then I'll get back right into it. So I want to talk about side jumps. There's so many right now. I learned a new one. One of my friends, Zach, and then there's the one I'm working on that I see that Booga does a lot. I'm going to talk about double movement keybinds. Now, this might only apply to people specifically on mouse and keyboard, but this idea of keeping up with the meta, keeping up with the most effective strategies will apply to everyone. And this is going to be a small example, and I'll show you what double movement keybinds are and how they actually are pretty important. 3, I got my fancy move I'm working on, and then we'll end on some tunnel strategy before customs. All right, let's hop right in there. If you're able to hop into a creative lobby by yourself now, that'd be great. We're going to warm up a little bit, go over a couple different strategies. New Travis Scott concert background. I thought this was a pretty cool one. This concert actually is tomorrow if you want to watch it in game, or starts tomorrow. Yeah, great to hear you have a mic. Well, we'll be in a lobby where it wouldn't be, because if you're in a competitive game, you're just in a lobby with your teammate, but we're going to be in a creative lobby, so it's a little bit different. Alright, first we're going to talk about a couple side jumps. As always, I recommend getting a couple guns set up when you're going to practice in creative. I'd rather you not free build with no weapons, because it's so important to switch your weapons mid-fight. Okay, so here is the side jump that my friend Zach showed me. What it is, it's a side jump. There's any type of side jump like this. And then from here, I'm going to stairs and roof. Obviously not a clean first one. What does this do? A normal side jump, if I just did a stairs, my whole top is blocked. But if I can do all 3 of these in one, I will be pretty protected. Not perfect. There's no perfect tunnel, but this is what it looks like. Fantastic start. Side jumps are not easy. This is actually another one I like to do. Is I side jump to someone, I put the stairs above me, and then I put this wall here. So I'm taking this wall, and if they're in front of me, this is a great way to box fight someone. Yes, we are going to do custom code lobbies. Alright, let's see if I can actually hit this one. That is the idea. With any move, you could get the fanciest move in the world if you work on it. Then you'll get, for example, there's so many fancy moves you could work on. You might think, oh, I will never get this move. I promise you, if you dedicate enough time to it, you can. Let me show you the fancy one that I wanted to show you that I'm currently working on, and I imagine I never could do. I've already made huge progress on it by actively working on it, not just saying, oh, that's a cool move. And what it is, you make a stairs wall, you rotate it back, and then after you rotate, you immediately go through. See if I can hit a little bit faster. So I'd be here, rotate, go right there. Oh, almost hit it. There we go. So that's it in almost as fast as you could be done. This did not happen overnight, though. In the same way that I cannot hit this one side jump perfectly now, it's because I haven't been practicing this one. I have not practiced this one enough. If I want to get good at any strategy, you have to be very intentional, specific with how you practice it. I will show you the side jump that I have been practicing, and I hit almost every time now, and that is this one. It is a flat, holding stairs and aiming down to make this stairs, and then from here. From here, you can do your choice of move. That is kind of one of my favorites. But any move you want to get better at, you got to practice it. So while you're playing along with me, find one of these side jumps that you want to work on. Whether it's just the basic, whether you just need to work on this, that's fine. That is totally fine. That jump is not easy when you start it. I don't know a single player that they learned side jump for the first time and are hitting it more than half the time. Even the basic landing on the flat. As you can see, I won't even do it. So if you need to just practice the landing on the flat, that's fine. Bro, that's too easy. Okay, if you are ready for a more advanced one, my go-to would be the one I just showed, the flat stairs roof. I gotta land farther back here. The hardest one for me I'm trying to work on is landing on the stairs. So flat stairs. Landing right on top of the stairs, because from here you can go right into a 90. A lot of options. A lot of the pro players have mastered this one. Nerdy boy, which one you want to see? So a couple ones. Flat, holding stairs from here and aiming down. You got to aim down for the flat anyway. Side jump. Okay, we're going over a couple here. The other one I mentioned was flat right into the stairs, trying to land on the stairs. Did not do it on that time. But these are essential. And when do you use these? There we go, landing on the stairs. Anytime someone blocks you off, whether it's with a flat or a roof, these can be so huge. What if you can already do that? Can you do it? What percentage of the time can you do it? Very few people I know are hitting side jumps more than 50%. Pro players, yeah, I'm sure a lot of them. There's so many different fancy ways to do it. Another one I like, or I'm seeing a lot, is placing this first. And then going to that gives you just one more level of protection. A lot of people are hitting stair rotates and roof rotates in their high ground retakes now. That is another good one to practice. So for example, I'm here, I have this connected, I make this, I reset, then go back the opposite direction. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are already doing side jumps and you're having a high percentage of success with them, that is fantastic. I would find the one or two that you want to work on just a little bit more, because obviously the difference between hitting it 50% of the time and 80% of the time, although the difference number-wise is 30%, the actual in-game difference is so much bigger than that. Because it's one thing to hit it in creative when you're doing this. It's a whole other thing to hit it in a game. Alright, so just double check. So side jump, we talked Zach's variation, the flat stairs with the roof over, the 90 one I'm working on. And we talked about the fancy double edit stairs. There's a couple things I want to cover with tunneling strategies. I will go double movement keybinds first because that's related. So, as you may have heard before, one of the advantages that console controller players have is 360 movement, being able to move in all directions. So for example, if I'm trying to tunnel on mouse and keyboard here, this is what it looks like with normal keybinds. Now this is what it looks like when I'm holding my double movement keybinds. You see how I'm able to look and keep moving? This is me without it. My movement isn't as smooth, but when I'm holding it doing double movement keybinds, it's so much smoother. It makes it a lot cleaner. It gives me more angles to make my builds. This is one I'm currently working on. The cone. Okay, I'll show you that one real quick. So a lot of different cone rotate ones. You can do a mid 90, but you do a double or a single. You get up here. You can't do it under here because when you reset under here, it's going to do this. So you get up here, you reset, and then you turn into the stairs version of the cone. So you're here, you make your edit, you come up. If you're still phased through, it won't let you edit. That's always a good thing to know when you are phasing. So for example, right here, if I can't edit this, you see on my bodies here, I cannot edit it until I pop up or jump up, and then it makes me able to phase, or I'm able to edit because I'm no longer phased. I will show you guys one more fancy move. David, we will be doing custom lobbies in probably about 10 minutes. Here's one other fancy high ground retake I'm working on. I'm not sure how useful this one is or functional, but it's a perfect example of wanting to work on something. You put in the work, and you'll get better at it. So let me show this move, and then I'll address that nerdy. So this is what it looks like. This one is here, and then I'm going opposite direction here. I just started working on this one, and that happens a lot. And that's why when you edit, you jump at the same time. So you're saying for this edit? Oh, you're saying here. Nice, yeah. That's good detail. Thanks for bringing that up. Visual clapsy. So the side jumps. I'm going to invite my friend Oscar here in a little bit. Luke Skywalker. So for the side jump, a lot of it is the angle and timing at which you jump. So for example, if I jump from here, I'm going to hit this every single time. I either need to jump here, or you can, if you time the jump perfectly, you can jump really close to the wall. It almost looks like I'm not even going to be able to do it. I can jump from almost here, but if I time it right as I run off perfectly, it'll work. Now to make a little bit higher percentage, you can see this angle looks a little bit better than this, right? But if you time the jump here, it's perfect. If you don't time the jump, you're going to get this. What was that climbing method? So yeah, the side jump is really about the angle, practice, and the timing. I really want to get this one down. This is like my favorite one to work on right now, is landing on that. The climbing music. To get up quickly. So was it this one? As I don't hit it. This one I literally just started working on yesterday. It's not smooth. And it's a side jump, so I use this one a lot. Side, holding wall, and then doing a triple, and you could do it obviously both ways. So that's this one I like. So it's just holding your wall as you go to the side. You're dragging it across, and then once you get here, you can jump. And obviously, the higher on the stairs you land, the better for speed. I love this one. I'm not hitting it at all. And if you want to be a little less efficient with it, but kind of guarantee that you're going to hit it more, is you stay it farther back. So if I'm here, it's a little bit easier than if I'm up here, although it could be quicker because I'll land on that stairs higher. I might phase through it, like that happen. So many details to this one, but I really like this one. That's been a common mistake. So is that one the most useful one in the world? No, but I really like it. It's fun, and it's just started to work on it just to see the possibilities of it. All right, covered side jump. Showed Zach's the 91 I'm working on. Whatever you got there, like I said, even if you're 70%, maybe you got to find the one that you want to work on. I really think the one that's the two that are really the most useful in the game are this one, especially in duos. To be able to do this in duo, gain the other team's attention, and then make a high ground retake. Here's one I was working on yesterday, making this flat, landing on this, and then going through. Not a useful one, or not really that useful or functional, but fun, different. And then the other one is the 90. I don't think Booga created this, but it is great. If you can land on the stairs here, it's a fast way to get up. Yeah, there's so many high ground retakes. Side jumps are some of the best. Obviously, 90s are one of your most useful ones. My go-to 90 retake right now is a reverse 90. or a European 90 into a normal 90, and it looks like this. Let's see if I can hit it. Nope, not the cleanest, but so it's a reverse. There we go. And there's so many high ground retakes with the edits now. Classic sway type ones. There's so many. But it really, when it comes down to it, find the ones that you think are going to be the best for you. Got to have some version of a 9D. Got to have 1 or 2 side jumps in your arsenal now, and work on them. Slow to start. I love the details you guys are throwing in. Do you do Spider 90s? Is Spider 90s this one, that one, where you're just making the side wall? This one I recommend for console players a lot. It's a lot easier for console players to do this one less wall, so not making this wall here. Because then you don't have to do this whole thing, this sweeping motion. That can be kind of laggy on console. So instead you come up like you would a normal 90 on the side. You're going to be cutting this corner a little bit. If you go around the corner, or if you hit the wall too much, that slows it down a lot. That is a Spider 90, nice. So that one's a lot easier for console. And key detail, other than movement timing, is where you land on the stairs. The higher you land up, the faster it's going to be. Alright, about 2 more minutes. I'll take any questions, anything else you'd like me to recover, and then we're going to start some customs right away. For customs today, I'm hoping to get 4 games in. 2 on East, 2 on West, and I'm going to be commentating them. We're going to do normal solo to start. We'll do 1 solo, 1 duo on each server. I'm going to land at Salty. I wrote up the spots. Salty, Agency, or Frenzy. And we're going to try to make them quick games. So please don't run away from any of these 3 areas. Let's try and stay in there and push Agency or middle circle right away. We'll do a couple on East, or a couple on East, couple on West to make it fair, and then for box fights we'll have a couple options for that too. All right, I'm gonna show us how you get into a custom lobby right here. We're gonna have to hop out for this. Can you do Spider 90s on combat? Oh, that reminds me. That's something I kind of wanted to talk about. So, double movement kinds, how I mentioned, keeping up with the meta. Now, Combat Pro, I was one of those players that was using the old settings when the newer settings came out. Builder Pro is what every console player uses now for the most part. You are at a disadvantage if you're doing Combat Pro or Old School. Personally, I was at a disadvantage playing on Old School for like 2 months more than I probably should have. And I noticed players were getting a lot better and I was losing more. And then I switched to Builder Pro. I finally gave it a chance and I go, wow, I can't believe I didn't make this switch earlier. I wasn't being open-minded. I was being kind of stubborn, saying, oh, I'm already pretty good on this. Anytime you're pretty good at something, that doesn't mean you're always going to be the best at it. Sure, you might still be good at it, but other people are constantly learning. There's always the younger generation working to do better than the older people. So trying to stay up to date with this meta. Another example of this meta, or this concept of the meta, this idea of the meta. If you were a Season 1, Season 2, or Season 3 player, you see a lot of this. I kind of do it as a meme sometimes in fighting, where people would shoot like this in a fight. Crouching and holding this. Now, you will see very few players doing this. You see a lot of this. A lot of building, or someone's in a box fight, they might shoot, immediately make the stairs over. You have to be doing that if you want to be a above average player. You can't just be shooting here with your SMG at somebody. You got to be shooting, throwing in builds right away, taking high ground. You got to be working on these. Another example of that would be for this Tfue Classic. If you can do this classic shoot build, that's great, but now it's a lot more complicated. For example, a lot of times now, people, if you have high ground on them, they're just going to sit here and either hold. They might try and make some peeks on you, but rarely are people just going to walk out in the open now when you're doing that. So that's the counter. You box up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being bad. It's all relative. What's more important is trying to be your best. make efficient usage of your time. Alright, we're going to get right into it. I will show us how to get into a custom lobby. Alright, so we will start on East. Start on East. So what you got to do, you go to your settings, press up here, settings, tap this one. Right now I'm on NA West. I'm going to tap over till I'm on NA East. Then from there, I'm going to go to solo on NA East. And then when I go to click change here, custom option, I'm going to type in a code. The code is in the chat. It is just going to be Esports Camp. Esports Camp, all lowercase. And then from here, boom, code Esports Camp. Yep, I typed it right in the chat. So for these first, we are not going to be talking in chat with anybody. I'm just going to be commentating. If you happen to go down in this game, don't worry about it. Let's try and watch somebody else and see what we can see. We're all on different levels. I play with friends that are better than me. I play with friends that are worse than me. I can learn something from everybody. We all can. Rabbit, we're not going to be adding people right now. We're going to start with some customs. The code is in the chat, Esports Camp. Right now we got 4 people ready to go. We'll wait about 5 minutes. I want to make sure we get it going, or everyone knows how to get into the game to start. My game is updating. Okay, hopefully you can join later, bud. 8 people in the chat. Alright, we will start it. Right now it's elapsed 54 seconds. We will start it right at 5 minutes. So if you need to take a quick break while you're in the queue, so you're going to go make it NA East, which I showed you by going to settings. So you cannot, okay, so visual, if you don't want to join for the West, that's fine. Or for the East, that's fine. We'll do a West right after. Custom options, and then type in the code. Make sure you do not capitalize the camp. It is Esports Camp is the code. So we're going to start right at 5 minutes. If you're already in the lobby, take a quick shake it out break, get a drink. Oh yeah, everyone's welcome to join both. Personally, I'm in the center of the country, so I get about decent ping on both. And remember, we're going to be landing at Salty Springs. Yes, for this one, it is on NA East. So you got to make sure it says NA East up top here. Yeah, you're welcome to join both lobbies. It can be fun to play on not so good ping sometimes. So I have a friend, he's from Europe. When I play with him, I play on like over 100 ping. And boy, is it tough. But it can be fun. It's challenging. It makes me play a little bit more intentional. I can't just be swerving all around. I have to be slow and steady in a way. And it changes the way I box fight. David, so we'll be doing a little bit of a Zone Wars later. Duo Zone Wars. And for this, you actually can't join people's because it's solo. Nerdy Boy, typically that does improve ping, having a wired connection. When I was a kid, my parents weren't very happy with me, but I would always get like a 50-foot Ethernet cable and find a way to make it go all through the house. Once we even had to drill a hole. Anything I could do to get better ping. I love that you care about it. It can be tons of super helpful. I'll be on the next game. Okay, looking forward to it, Swag Boy. Alright, we're going to start up here in about a minute and a half. Code is Esport Camp. Esports Camp 14. Drop Salty Agency or Frenzy. I'm sorry to hear that, T. Cara. So Oscar, you've got to make sure you do the custom option when you go. So you do solo. You're already on NA East. And then when you go to change here, custom options in the bottom, Esports Camp, all one word. Alright, we will give people another minute to try and get in. We got a few people trying to figure it out. Oh, I'm not telling you where I'm going to go, David. I will be going to Salty, Agency, or Frenzy. If you want to try and stream snipe me, go ahead. Hope it works. Lighthouse. Please do not go to the lighthouse. Visual, we're going Frenzy, Salty, Springs, or Agency. Alright, once it gets to 6 minutes, we're going 45 seconds. No, please don't land anywhere. Salty, Agency, or Frenzy. Hey, Nerdy. Nothing wrong with being bad at a game. I've been bad at every single video game I've played at one point. Pretty much. Alright, 15 seconds. Then we'll begin. Not a building. Okay, yep. That's a pretty standard. Please no teaming. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you land, let's try and fight people where we're at. And let's try and go to Agency, Frenzy, or Salty only. So building is the big difference maker in this game. It is what creates the huge skill gap. So number one thing, Nerdy Boy, I would double check your keybinds. Make sure you have good keybinds. I can give you some recommendations there, but having the best keybinds is super important. Make sure you're being intentional with your building practice, not just spamming building, taking it slow, working on specific strategies. Alright, so we got Frenzy, Salty, or Agency. Frenzy, Salty, or Agency. Scuff remote, okay. So number one thing I would say for you, make sure you have your switch mode. You want to have that on a paddle. If you have a paddle on that Scuff one, that's huge. I would make sure you have your edit is on either left stick, right stick, I like left stick, or another paddle. You could have your crouch on a paddle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Eldon. We're going to be doing 2 or 3 more right after this. Hopefully they'll be pretty quick games. Beginning. Didn't do my edit course practice this morning. Tell me after game though. I'm sure I can post that in chat after the stream, Nerdy. Salty, Agency, or Frenzy. I am going to not tell you. Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, next team, I'll walk you guys through the process one more time for our next custom right here. One good thing about Salty, you always know there's a lot of people going to be there. Having awareness when you drop is so huge. Where are you going to go? Where are the people at? Oh, good effort on the push there. Looking for some big plays. Horrible crosshair placement there for me to rewatching my stream there. Get that first wall. I hit a 76 on one. It's not good. Right when I backed up here, I tried to make these two walls, and I accidentally made these ones out there. Wow, nobody else down so far. Didn't expect that. So badly there. Shout out to Chicken. There he is. Nice, dude. Alright, Chicken was at last week's camp. A couple times. Oh, nice decoys. A couple times in that fight, I tried to make structures where I couldn't make them. So one weird thing about some of the houses, there's these little I don't even know what you call it, little spots in the houses where it looks like you could make a wall, but there actually is something that's already there, preventing me from making the wall. So that kind of goes to drop spot awareness. I didn't know that those spots, I had no idea. I never dropped spot. Alright, Chicken getting good setup. I'll spectate here. Alright, we got 11 others. The Chicken is back. Yes, he is. Alright, if you are in the lobby still, please, let's start going towards Salty. If you're at Frenzy, maybe make your way to Agency first. Let's try and make these go quick so we get more opportunities and we can do some zone wars at the end. Oh, we got somebody in the house. What is Chicken gonna do? I like this move. I hope he's gonna do a replace immediately right here. Yep. Or was that the other guy did? So I'm not sure whether he tried to, but once you break that there, you want to try and wall take immediately. But he did make the good move of making that stairs after, so that was good. Good job. Oh, I like that drop. Getting some visual information there. Dropping a spot that's safe. Yeah, I'm gonna say I would. Ooh. That guy's in there. I probably wouldn't make the stairs. Oh my, another guy! Bottom of the house. Zombie, I'll let you know if he is. Good job blocking off his... Right there, that's a perfect example. Perfect example of what happened to me there. He tried to make a wall right there, but that corner of that house doesn't allow him to make a wall. Houses are the worst for this type of thing. There's not a lot of other spots in the game. Even other buildings don't really have that. It's usually houses that have... I think that stops you from building in certain spots. Ooh, a good tunnel up by this guy. I like this move as well. Oh, I didn't even know he had heals. Yep, he wanted a little more time to heal up. He went up one using a wall flat jump and then completely boxed up. Now from here, this is probably not what I would do. I would probably go on the level above so I can kind of see. I feel like being inside your box doesn't really give you a lot of options. You could edit down. There's not really a lot of options to pressure down on someone below you. Oh, David, that was you? Next game, we're going to change the code to Kara. They're both flexing their edits right now. Fantastic. So one move to do here from the top guy would be to try and push his box and make the stairs on the outside. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that one. I would rather be up a level and to the side and pressuring, trying to wall take on some level. Oh, that's nice. Oh, a possible high ground retake. I like that move that got from the guy at the bottom. He tried to make a peek shot there. Oh, we got someone pushing into Salty. Now, this is a good test of what he's going to do. Okay, he's getting third party, so he decides to push a little bit. Now there, you hit 75. I'm going all out to try and do that. Yep, nice. Beautifully done. How do you sell that? What do you mean, Eldon? That's very nice of you to say, David. I died to the crystal. Ooh. Crystal skin. It's funny, this is one of the more well-known skins. Oh, we got someone in a chopper. 6 left. If you guys could push Salty, it'd be greatly appreciated. We want to make this go quick. Okay, yeah, 100 ping is tough. Code will be post. How do you sell? GG. That's the mentality. Every game, GG, you can try and learn maybe a little something, even if you're on a high ping. Try and learn something. Ooh. Nice edit out to a shot. Personally, that is one reason I don't like really sitting in cones. This is a very common strategy now. Personal preference, whether you like it. Crystal and 6 others left. I think I just heard someone pushing Crystal, yeah? Now, the one thing you can't do here is make some sort of edit play, so that's what Crystal's looking to do. Oh, the person in the lobby that was chasing me. Alright, good shots by Crystal. Now, Crystal there. Not sure who this is. That clip right there made me think of that idea I was talking about earlier. There, to take 4 shotgun shots is probably not the best move. I do it all the time. It happens to the best of us. But if you can take that one and immediately block off after, you have such a better advantage going forward. 6 left. Not a lot of people pushing Salty. I have a bad feeling that somebody went super far. But who knows? We don't know what's going on in agency right now. Alright, so this is how we'll do it. We will do NA East duos next, and then NA West duos to end it, and customers. Alright, so we got a new circle for Crystal. Perfect. Everyone, please, go to Salty. Let's finish this thing. Let's see some good fights. And that's another thing. While Crystal was holding that, and may have secured that small victory, you didn't get a lot of mats during that time. Maybe later in the game, we'll see. That's kind of that opportunity cost that there are negatives to just holding a box sometimes. You're not able to get all those mats. Maybe she could have found a couple more shields during that time. David Dude, welcome. First time. Alright, we got one person pushing. Salty. I think he's talking to everyone. This would be a good time for questions. Nerdy, are you no longer in the game? I'll type down those keybind recommendations for you. Controller keybind recommendations. Everybody in the chat. Edit to left stick or a paddle. Crouch to a paddle. Switch mode to a paddle. You don't have to have jump to a paddle, but a lot of the best players on console do. Those are kind of the 4 main ones. Edit to left stick or a paddle, crouch to a paddle, switch mode to a paddle, and jump to a paddle. West Coast is the best coast. I really hope we don't have someone hiding in a box at Slurpy Swamp. That would be extremely disappointing. If you guys have any questions about keybinds, settings, right now while we're doing this, while we're waiting for people to push, I'll show you a couple of my settings. I do colorblind mode and Triton Ope, and I do it on 6. These are my visual settings. If you have these all the way turned up, a great way to increase performance is to bring them down. Motion blur off is a pretty big one. Sprint by default on, auto open doors on. This, where is it? Confirm edit on release. Highly recommend that for mobile players. I know visual collapsy, it's a little bit frustrating as well. We will do, hopefully duos will make a little more, and then if this happens next game, we will just end it and move on to some Zone Wars lobby so we can get some more action. This one right here, if you don't have this one on, please, 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 please do it. Tap to search/interact. This gives you the ability, camper camp, right? This gives you the ability to drop things while going. I also can save replays and look at it, so I don't want to have to go back and do that. Maybe I will for next time. I imagine it's somebody who really wants to get the win. Nice. 2 elims on 250 ping. That's pretty impressive. What is switch mode? Okay, there's one. Good. So switch mode, if you look at your controller settings, it's what builds you into bringing, or brings you into building. So I'll bring up my controller here. Alright, so if I'm going to build on normal settings, I have to press B to get to it. And as you can see, when I go from right stick, I'm bringing my right stick to B. And that's not good. If I can do it with my hands on the controller and go right to right stick on a paddle on the back, that's huge. So it's what brings you into your building options. It'll essentially make you build quicker and be able to react quicker when you're going from running to building. Do we get V-Bucks? I will not be giving you V-Bucks. I apologize. My kind of go-to, other than what this guy is currently doing, I like to stay inside the box and get third-person peek. So looking over the corner, I'm looking around a wall. I don't like this move because if you have, well, if a person has one heavy sniper, you're at risk. If they have 2 heavy snipers, they can double heavy sniper you here. Guy in the Season 1 armor skin, just some feedback. Camper Springs. Seadriel. Yeah, so high ground retakes. High ground blocking yourself up. Or what I commonly see is people follow people up on high ground. Following them up rather than blocking while going up. Now this move I like a little bit better. A cone peek with a wall around. So that when he does make the edit, be a little bit more blocked off, and it also just protects you from heavy snipers a little bit more. It is CoachDody. You could find me on Twitch as well at CoachDody. Alright, because of how this game has gone, we're only going to do one more custom, and I'm going to have to record the replay to make sure we don't have people doing this again. And we'll do it on West, and then we'll break right into those lobbies. Alright, Crystal has decided to leave her roof. 4 others left. Alright, so that means whoever that person was in the storm for a long period of time, probably. Alright, so this person who got shot before, they kind of made a smart move of boxing up over there rather than pushing Crystal. Crystal had a huge advantage. I'm surprised Crystal isn't trying to take peeks earlier at this 2-person fight right here. Finding a good position. Right. Oh, we got a rocket incoming. Okay, they tried to time up the AR. Best rule that has helped me to build to get to your opponent, not the high ground. Sure, David, you could send me a request. My main thing is please don't spam me invites. That's always really frustrating. Get to your opponent, not the high ground. Oh, we got someone shooting from a bush. Crystal trying to rotate here, get a little bit more mats. We had a not so full box up there. Anytime you're gonna box up late, you got the mats. Let's see the push here. Crystal going for the Mongrel Classic. Oh, takes a big shot. So Crystal did the Mongrel Classic there. I thought she was gonna this rotation. I thought she was gonna do the stairs over. See there, once she did the Mongrel Classic, that take the wall, put the stairs in, or edit through and then put the stairs in, she kind of just took a 50-50 shot. Rather than taking the wall and taking a shot where you definitely have the advantage. So I would have done the edit. Once you do the edit, you see where they are. And then I would have just reset it, because you still had all that stuff around. You didn't have to force that shot. Crystal put a great showing in, though. You definitely learned some things from watching Crystal. Alright, inventory management is a skill. Managing, changing what's in your inventory quickly. When I switched to mouse and keyboard, I realized like 2 weeks in, I was like, wait, I barely even know how to open my inventory. And in especially early game, but mid game and late game, it's important being able to switch through your inventory quickly. If you don't feel confident in that, practice it. Alright, we got 3 left here. One right, one left. Okay, so if I was in a fight, I'd say we got one at the greenhouse right, mid-ground, 2nd level. Going for a push here, a launch pad play. I'm not sure why this person is launch padding, but I love the aggressiveness. I guess they want to push that person. Yeah. Personally, I only launch pad unless I absolutely have to. Do we have 3 trolls working together here? Is that what this is? These were our 3 people? That was another example there of what I was talking about earlier. After that first shotgun shot, to take another shotgun shot, or especially a 3rd one, is not the best move. You gotta take some piece control. You gotta take advantage using builds. This person had over 600 builds, but didn't use any after that first shotgun shot. Good effort to keep the up and the win. Alright guys, since that took so long, we're gonna do Crystal edit play, nice. We're going to do 1 on West and then go into some Zone War lobbies. So I'm going to go back, leave match, show you guys how to join in on West. GG. Alright, so you go to change. You go down to custom options. Now this time you're going to type in chat CoachDody, all one word. Click accept. Boom. Oh, you got to change it to West. Forgot about that. I'm going to have to do that one more time, I think. Change custom options. CoachDody. CoachDody. Accept. Okay. All one word. And if you want to support me here, you can use creator code THEDODES, all one word, THEDODES. Kind of want to buy this skin. Alright, so we're going to do one more custom here on West, and then we're going to split into Duo Zone Wars lobby. I'm going to post that creative code for you. This is a really fun one. Get you guys that code. I'm going to... Please stop. Alright, we got 3 people in the lobby. CoachDody. Gotta make sure you switch it to West here. Alright, we're going to go at 3 minutes. You guys got another minute and a half here. And then, while you are waiting, if you want to join Duo Zone Wars, this is on West. Duo Zone Wars East, I want you to friend request Luke Skywalker. If you're on East, or no, if you're on West, you're going to request me, CoachDody. CoachDody. Friend request on East, Luke Skywalker. There is no caps on the code. It is just CoachDody, all lowercase. Does that win? No, I don't think that will count towards your record. Alright, Clapsy got you. Alright, couple more seconds here. David, are you on West? Are you on West servers? 10. Oh, we got one more. Alright, right at 3 minutes, 20 seconds. This time, we're going to try again. Oh, yeah, I got to turn on my replays. Make sure we... So please, do not land far. I will have to go back and check. 10. 9. Alright. Got you, Carnegie now. 3, 2, 1. Alright, same 3 spots. Sorry here, did you have it on solos, Cedriel? And on West? Okay, once again. 1, 2, 3. Or actually, we'll take out Frenzy Farm. Either Agency or Salty this time. Agency or Salty. While we're waiting for this, we'll do a quick review. What we talked about today: synergy, interaction or cooperation of 2 or more organizations, substances, or agents. We are all agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum. So working together to do better than you would by yourself, and finding those little details that you can work that will help you get that chemistry. And even the best players in the world in esports, basketball, football, lacrosse, this happens all the time. People clash and then the team doesn't do better. We talked about a bunch of different side jumps. We talked about double movement keybinds and keeping up with the meta. That double edit with the stairs wall. We talked about some tunneling strategies. Alright, and after this game, we're going to announce a special offer we have. I'm really excited about. Salty or agency, salty or agency. Please make sure you are going to one of these and pushing. I do not want to see people on the replay pushing other spots or landing other spots. Start to hear that, Dave. We're going to be starting our Zone Wars right after this. My go-to spot agency is at the back. At the back. Right there. Okay, I cannot go there because I got it first. I do not know agency well at all. I really like this move, the jumping up into stairs. I'm going to try and make a half-edit play on this guy, I think. It's kind of sketchy. I'm pretty sure he's above it. Crystal again. Zenetics. Well played. Oh, good timing on the pop out there. Using a left-hand peek, so not the ideal peek, but she was able to see that person before they saw them. Alright guys, if you want to hop in on some Zone Wars lobbies, please send a friend request to me now if you want to do West. And if you want to do East, send on East, send request West to Luke Skywalker. Looks like we still got 9 left. Please go agency or salty. While we're waiting for action, I'm going to notify us of our special offer here. Pull it up in my Streamlabs. And oh, here it is. Next week, we will be doing this. So we're going to have a 10 hours of training camp, 2 hours per day with me. Competitive development boot camp. So we'll be talking a lot of different things. Communication. Teamwork. We'll be going through different strategies. We will be doing some more organized Zone Wars. We will be doing many, many things, hoping to get better, improve not only in esports, but giving us skills to improve in other areas of life. And the first 20 people, or first 30 people are going to get $20 off using this code. I'll post this at the end of the stream. Really excited about a whole week of fun, of Fortnite, of esports. I'll talk more about that later. Alright, let's get back to this gameplay here. Nice zombie. Zenetics, I'm thinking you take helicopter salty, play the music. Got a friend request from somebody. Nice. Oh, Nightbot put the link in chat. Thank you. Alright, looks like we had some craziness at Salty. Yeah, visual if you're on West and want to join for that, sure. Hey, there's one. Oh my, that looked like it hit. We're still going for the push, it appears. Taking an angle. Maybe not, Crystal. Alright, so I think on this note, we're just going to go right into Zone Wars. I hate to leave, but we have some people probably not following the rules. So we will move right into some Zone Wars. If you want to do West, you're going to send me, CoachDody, a request. Zombie, okay, I'll get you. If you're in the customs and want to play it out, go for the win, that's great. But I don't want to make you guys watch it. We don't have everybody here, and it's going to take a while, okay? I gotta see this one. Alright, if you guys are ready for East Duo Zone Wars, let's send an invite to Luke Skywalker. Oh, good effort on the snipe there. That's it, okay. Let's see. Good effort. Right there. If I was Crystal after that first shot, I would have shot and made a flat above. Oh. Alright, we're going to go right into Duo Zone War. I'm going to have to lobby. We are going a little bit long today. If you guys can't stay for the rest, that is okay. Great to have you guys. Hope you had a good time and learned at least something. Let's invite some people here. Boom. I believe that was one. Oh, wrong person, sorry.
Hey, CoachDaddy.
Hey.
CoachDody.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Didn't see it. Oh my, I'm so sorry, bud. Oh, that was Jeff. Nice. Alright. Let's see. Looks like Luke's got a few people in his lobby. You guys want to play on East. Let's request Luke Skywalker. We'll start ours in about a minute. No problem if you don't have a mic. I am actually going to turn off voice for this one from other people. Just a heads up, are you guys all on West? Or just want to play with me? Hey, hey. If you want to play on East servers, there is an option for that. We are going to be doing West for this. If you want to play on East servers, I typed Luke Skywalker. W-A-K-A. You could send him a friend request, and he's accepting all requests now. But if you want to tough it out and play on West, that's cool too. Got a friend request from Parker. All right, let's ready up. Hey, no problem. We're all trying our best out here. All right, Jeff, can you ready up, please? So you'll still be able to join Visual Collapsy. It's since it's creative. Jeff, you got about 15 seconds to ready up, bud. I see you dancing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. We'll have 3-team duo zone wars. What was the most helpful thing we discussed or you learned today? Anyone got anything? Building. Nice. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, those side jumps are constantly evolving. Like 3 months ago, oh, I still have, that's why. 3 months ago, none of those were like even really a thing. Or people definitely weren't using them in game. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, that one's huge, huge. I really like the one where you land on the stairs now. Because if you hit it quick enough, people just aren't even ready for it. Alright, I'm putting the lobby in. Okay. Alright, this is the code if you guys want to try this one out. I'll leave it up on chat for a second. Visual Clapsy, welcome, welcome. Alright. So you guys know. Love it. It's always fun playing on that, especially for box fights. We got the link in the chat for our camp next week. A little bit more intense. It'll be more structured. We'll have some probably grouping by skill level, having people working with different people. All right, if you could join the duo lobby, I think we need 1 or 2 more people in here. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it. So you know everyone can hear you in the chat. So just try and work with your teammate without communication. See how well you can work together without it. Inventory management, I thought I switched that. Oh, good movement by that guy on the left there, helping his teammate out. Okay, all good. Heal up. Me hooking my teammate up there. Spectating, okay. Oh, it's in 2 weeks. My apologies. May 4th. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna go. Good piece control here. Let's go right. Oh! Wow, that was a weird turmer. Parker, nice, nice. Sure, what do you got? Sure, you're welcome to. Just please don't send me invites. That is my #1 pet peeve. Wow, what a guy. We got a solo in the corner here. I got a beam, so I'm trying to take advantage. Oh. What was that? I thought for sure I had him, so I made a fake. Thank you all for attending. We got a survey in the chat. If you could fill that out, it'd be greatly appreciated. I just looked at that clip on stream. I shot around his waist, and some of the bullets went through the legs and on the edge of the waist. Crazy. All right, we got two teammates here working together. Oh, I like the closeness of the teammates. Everyone left is working together, clearly. Maybe other than that team on the left, not really synergizing too much. We got one person just going wide right, and one person kind of just holding by themselves over there. So although you can synergize from far away and work together from far away, you could just tell in that situation they really weren't. Because typically how you're going to work together is shooting the same team. Yeah, did not. Oh, nice edit play. GG. Rabbit Master, are you wanting to play on west or east? And what is your tag? Alright, who am I with here? I'm with use code happy. He's got his own code. Look at him. Oh. So one thing you can do here as a team that we aren't doing well is synergizing our builds. Like for there, I was trying to... Sure. We went over the definition. It's pretty much just working together effectively to synergize, to collaborate. But it specifically means to collaborate in a way where you gain something out of it. So in that situation, my teammate was spam building, and I was trying to time up getting a shot through his build, but he just kept spam building, and then I took more shots because of that. Now, I didn't communicate it. I thought it was just going to happen, and it didn't. But if we had worked together before, now right here we are. He's doing a good job tunneling. I can reset behind us. That can be a good way to synergize. Like right now, well, this guy was spamming me. He could have taken shots on that side. That would have been a good way to synergize. I edited him down. That could be a good way to synergize. Let's push this. It's going to hold for the win, hope for the best. Oh, he had more health than me. Good for him. All right, let's do two last rounds here. Two last rounds. So we're going to end on that for today. Really keeping it pretty short. Oh, I got solo. Nice. So as a solo, you want to try and not get attention when possible. For example, if I started shooting here, they'd probably notice I'm a solo, and then I'm going to get spammed. Now, it doesn't mean I can't pick my spots, but you should pick your spots. Did some defensive building to guarantee a spot where I wasn't going to get hit. I really like that jump back into a stairs move. I think that's huge. Those guys are really starting to synergize over there now, working together. Oh, we got a push from one team. I'm trying to get that one guy because I know he's got to be low on heals unless his teammate games some. Oh. Now I probably got to get an impact frag here. I'm going to use a third person peek here to see around the corner and maybe get a shot, get some information. All right, our final round incoming here. I don't have anything specifically today, no. Occasionally I do like coaching viewer zone wars, or occasionally I'll do some box fights with viewers and stuff like that on my stream. Probably not going to be streaming on my own for another hour or so. No, sorry, buddy. I like your politeness. Wow, what amazing shots right there. Ah. Somebody. Oh, me and my teammate really grouping up here. Oh, trying to marking stuff is so huge. I have friends that never mark things, ever. Get this, or I'll take it. Oh. Classic. Good game, good game. All right. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, y'all. Good to meet you as well. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you want to catch me, you can find me at CoachDody on Twitch, and we'll be hosting that camp next week. Really excited about it. The crouch shots. Nice, yep. Crouching mid-fight is so huge. Next Wednesday, 2 p.m. PST. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, y'all. See ya. Wow, what a good effort there. Know the feeling. All right, adios, y'all.